Now, I'm sure if you're watching this video, you use Twitter. You know of Twitter, right? You use it. You use it every day. You wake up in the morning, grab your phone, and you look on Twitter. You scroll through Twitter for at least an hour before actually being productive with your hot ass breath, bro. I know how y'all be moving out here. Y'all not slick. And, let me make the bold assumption that you're an anime fan real quick. Like, you watch anime. So let's say, you indulge in anime Twitter. You indulge in anti-Twitter. If you know anything about anti-Twitter, it's just a cancerous pit of hell. I've been seeing a lot of people hate on Lil Nas X for, going to hell in his latest music video. But a lot of you niggas participate in anti-Twitter beef every day. Like, you return to hell and back every single day and claim to be normal. Like, no, shut the fuck up, nigga. You a hypocrite. There is just so much toxicity when it comes to anime. There's so many people who just cannot grasp the fact that people are different and they have different opinions and they look at shit differently. The way that niggas take their hate that they have for a fucking cartoon and aim that hate at people who may like said cartoon it's wild to me. It's indifferent. Like deadass. Go on Twitter right now. Pause the video right now. Go on Twitter and find just literally any tweet regarding anime, any popular tweet regarding anime. Go into the replies and there you will see hundreds, maybe if not thousands, of niggas who have never felt a woman's touch. Now, one reoccurring thing I've seen on anti-Twitter is that every time a new anime drops, they feel the fucking need to compare it to Naruto. Now, there's usually two sides to, the Naruto comparison. The side of people who for some odd reason think their garbage ass 13 episode anime is better than the entirety of Naruto, and the Narutards who feel the need to let you know that Naruto is the blueprint of every new anime out, therefore it is better than every new anime in existence. To a Narutard, any new shonen is a copy of Naruto and is automatically worse. That is how they move out here. That's how their brains work. The reason I know this is because I used to be a Narutard myself. I used to be a Naruto dick rider myself. I know how it is out here defending Naruto. Naruto was my first anime. It was the first anime that I ever called my favorite anime. Therefore, I know how it works out here. Now, Jujutsu Kaisen, one of the greatest anime of all time. I'm just going, I'm gonna throw that out there, throw that little extra comment out there, is popping right now. That shit popping. And sadly, it was not exempt from the being compared to Naruto curse. See, the thing is, I'm okay with people thinking Naruto is better than Jujutsu Kaisen. I have no problem with that. If you simply like Naruto better than Jujutsu Kaisen, you're entitled to an opinion, and that's okay. Naruto is super fucking good. Like, I can't blame you for liking it more than Jujutsu Kaisen. Jujutsu Kaisen is still a new anime. It still has shit to prove. So, I can't blame you for that. But if you say Jujutsu Kaisen is trash, or Naruto is automatically better than Jujutsu Kaisen simply because Jujutsu Kaisen copied Naruto, I can't let that shit slide. That's stupid. Any nigga that thinks something is automatically worse than something else because it copied or drew inspiration from it is an idiot. Now, when people say Jujutsu Kaisen copies Naruto, they mainly mean the characters because the story really is nothing like Naruto. But character-wise, people love to say Jujutsu Kaisen rips off Naruto's characters, and because of that, it's worse. I can agree with some of y'all. Yes, Jujutsu Kaisen drew inspiration from other anime, including Naruto. I think Jujutsu Kaisen takes concepts from Naruto, and then they do them better. And it does it with the other anime too. But I feel like that's the point of older anime. Naruto, as an older anime, had to do this shit first, so the newer anime can come and do it better. That's the point. And I think that's exactly what Jujutsu Kaisen is doing. It's taking concepts from Naruto and doing it better. At least that's my opinion. And let me break this down. Let me explain it. Gojo, Satoru, and Kakashi. Now, people love to say, Gojo is just a straight up copy from, Kakashi. And I will say they look kind of alike. But first of all, back in the day, Kakashi, he was daddy. He was on his daddy time, and I can't cap. Gojo has surpassed him when it comes to that energy. When it comes to the zaddy energy, Gojo surpassed him greatly. When it comes to sauce, he surpassed him greatly. When it comes to strength, I don't know about that. I'm not here to scale them, but yeah. But aside from their hair color and, them wearing like something that covers their face, which, Gojo really doesn't have a problem with taking off, aside from Kakashi, who's only taken his mask off like once during the entire series. They actually literally have nothing in common. Their characters are literally like the opposites of each other. Gojo is more of a childish character. He cracks jokes a lot more. He doesn't seem to take anything serious. And he's literally a troll. In his fights, he's usually pretty lighthearted because he's literally the strongest in his universe. He doesn't have to take anyone serious. He looks down on all of his opponents and call them weak because he's literally stronger than them. Like with his fight with Jogo, he probably could have killed Jogo immediately if he really tried. But he didn't because he was too busy trying to hold this nigga hand. Kakashi, on the other hand, is a more serious character. Yeah, he goes about things in a jokingly manner and he does look down on opponents that are weaker than him. But he always seems to have his guard up in a way because, he's not the strongest in his universe. He can, get caught lacking by literally anybody. So put it this way, let's say you're playing Call of Duty, right? You're playing Warzone and you just got killed by like a sweat and you have those few seconds where you can hear them or they can hear you. Gojo is the type of nigga to laugh in your face, call you garbage, and then run away, while Kakashi will simply walk past you after killing you and not say a word. Character wise, Gojo and Kakashi are literally the opposite of each other. Like I said, the only thing they have in common is their white hair and their like black mask. That's literally it. Now another character is Megumi and Sasuke, and I'll tell you right now, the only thing they have in common, just literally their depressed personas they give off. That's it. That's literally all they have in common though. The fact that they're, you know, talented and they take everything serious. That's it. Sasuke is definitely more of an asshole than Megumi because, you know, Sasuke is on a revenge path. And as you know, any anime character or any character in general that goes in the path of revenge usually comes out a villain. And that's exactly what happened to Sasuke. Megumi is on no path of revenge. Although he may take things serious and, you know, have a persona that he doesn't give a shit about anyone, he's actually a really nice person. Like I said, him and Sasuke really genuinely have nothing in common. Think about this. Think about it like this. Let's say you're getting beat up in your alley. Like, a nigga is beating the dog shit out of you. And it's obviously not a fair fight. Like, this nigga on his Yujiro Hama type shit. Like, he buff as shit, beating the shit out of you, you know, bouncing on top of the walls like this Smash Bros or some shit. And Sasuke or Megumi walks past and sees you getting beat up. Now, Sasuke is definitely walking past and he does not care. He does not give a shit. He's leaving. While Megumi, there's a huge chance that he may just walk away, but there's also a good chance that he's gonna help you out real quick. That's the difference between their characters. Megumi isn't an asshole. Nobara and Sakura, I'll tell you right now, the only thing that they have in common is the fact that they have vaginas. That is it. Sakura in early Naruto, or, you know, I guess you could say throughout Naruto, was a very, very annoying character. She went around bullying the main character, not really contributing much to fights. I hate people who go raw dog deep into hating Sakura, but I must admit, she's kind of useless. I'm not gonna sit here and act like Sakura doesn't have her moments where she shined. Of course she does, but overall, she isn't that great. Majority of the people who've seen Naruto can agree with you. I mean, it's a whole worldwide meme that Sakura is a useless, hated character. Nobara, on the other hand, is a fucking queen. Now, Sakura was definitely the weakest link in her group, and I will say, Nobara is definitely the weakest out of Megumi and Itadori, but that does not make her useless at all. She's definitely proved useful in majority of the fights she's been out throughout the series. She fought side by side with Itadori, a combatant who's way superior than her, and damn near perfect team coordination. She was even able to outsmart and nearly defeat sorcerers ranked higher than her. She has a really unique ability. I like it a lot. One thing, you know, let me go on a tangent real quick. One thing I really like about Jujutsu Kaisen is the unique abilities. There's no nigga with just an ass generic ability besides Itadori, bro. Everybody's ability is just, you know, mwah, like that shit made in heaven. And Nobara isn't exempt from this. Originally, when I saw her character and saw that she used a hammer and nail, I thought that shit was like low-key weak as fuck. But the way she utilizes this weak-ass looking ability is amazing. So yeah, she may not be the strongest character out of the three, but she's strong in her own sense, and I like that about it. And not only is she strong, but she's just a good character all around. She isn't spending the entire series trying to chase after, you know, the main characters, which is one thing I really hate about Naruto. All the female characters in Naruto just seem like shadows or side characters to the main males. Like, if you took Sasuke out of Naruto, Sakura would not be, you know, as cool as she is, which is saying a lot considering she isn't that cool at all. So you would take the coolness that she does have away, because majority of her character is the fact that she simps for Sasuke. But Nobara isn't like that, and I like that about her. She's just her own character who can stand alone in the series. Now, the biggest comparison I see is Sukuna and Kurama. I don't even see Itadori being compared to Naruto, because niggas know Itadori and Naruto have damn near nothing in common. The thing is, people don't compare Itadori and Naruto as characters. They compare the fact that they both have demons inside of them. Naruto did not invent the trope of having a demon sealed inside the main character. It popularized it, but it did not invent it. Niggas love comparing Kurama to Sukuna when they have literally nothing in common. First difference is Sukuna is his own character and has his own goals and does things throughout the series that drives the plot. Now, yeah, Kurama does things throughout the series that drives the plot, but throughout the entire series, he's really just utilized as a weapon. The main difference between Naruto and Itadori and the fact that they have demons sealed inside of him is that Naruto has a mindless beast sealed inside of him, while Itadori has a supervillain sealed inside of him. I think the first time Naruto ever drew on to Kurama's chakra on purpose was to summon Gamabunta. All Naruto literally had to do was threaten Kurama that if he died, then so would he. And that was all it took for Kurama to lend him some of his power. Now, Itadori tried to do this exact same tactic when he was fighting the special Great Curse, and it did not work because at the time he had only consumed 2 of Sukuna's fingers. So if Itadori died, Sukuna will only be losing like a small portion of his power, so it wasn't really that big of a deal. Now, eventually Itadori had no choice but to switch to Sukuna to, you know, save his friends. But even then, Sukuna's plan when Itadori switched to him was to go and kill his friends. Itadori tried this again while fighting Mahito. He tried to draw onto Sukuna's power, or not draw onto it, but switch to him so, you know, Sukuna can make quick work of Mahito. And Sukuna sat there and laughed at this nigga. He sat here side by side with Mahito, a villain, and laughed at Itadori, while Itadori sat there in despair. After this, he never tries to draw power from Sukuna again because he understands he cannot control Sukuna. He cannot draw into his power when he wants to and use him like Naruto uses Kurama. Because Itadori can't rely on Sukuna to draw strength from constantly, he works and develops his own abilities. He gets strong on his own. While on the other hand, Naruto has his fair share of unique abilities. You know, he has his own strength without Kurama, but a lot of his strength comes from Kurama. Basically, if you took Kurama from Naruto, he's weak. But if you take Sukuna away from Itadori, he's a strong character on his own, and it really wouldn't affect him at all. You'd honestly be doing him a favor. In conclusion, yes, Jujutsu Kaisen may have, drawn inspiration from Naruto, but that doesn't make it worse. I personally think it took concepts from Naruto and just did it better. The inner demon trope, the girl of the group trope, like, it did all of these concepts better. And plus, saying something is simply worse than something else because it drew inspiration from it, or, as niggas like to say, copied it, is stupid. Everything is motivated by something and takes inspiration from something. Nothing is 100% original or unoriginal. So yeah, that logic is flawed and garbage, and if you think that way, you're stupid.